What's up? Welcome to a Stanaway property video. Today we're just talking about tools we can use for cleaning up our artificial turf, whether that's a tennis court, a golf lawn, or a backyard turf of any kind, or whether you work at a school and you're a maintenance man, or any kind of turf around the place that you want to keep clean. Obviously there's a few parts to cleaning a turf, from flicking the fibers up to spraying, but today the whole focus is just on these two scrapers and why they're important to own. Basically, if you own a turf, you've probably experienced, maybe not this bad, where it's covered in algae, moss, mold and seepage, and it's just turned into a thick layer of mud over the top. You can't broom it out, you can't blow it off. It's literally stuck there and growing through the fibers. Pretty much you've got a few options. You can wash it, you can get some machine that's going to come in and scarify it, but the easiest, well, it's not the easiest, but it is probably the cheapest way of cleaning it out is to get a scraper. Even if you've got a few weeds and patches of moss and mold around the edge, even little things to just scrape off the top, these are really handy. Pretty much all they are is a 3 to 5 mil blade, metal blade attached to a handle. I've obviously got an aluminium handle and a wooden handle, so it's whatever suits you. And all you do is you go over and you just scrape the area. You'll see it in another video, before and after of scraping, but pretty much this is all it does. And you get what's on the top. And if you're doing it while it's wet, you kind of get a lot of the mud out as well, so that's the other benefit of doing it. You don't need to wash it as much. You can see that's what it's doing, because it's actually scraping it out. So pretty much we have two scrapers here. One's obviously a bigger one, one's a little one. That one's about 40 centimeters wide, and that one's about 15 to 20. Firstly, the advantages of the big one, obviously, number one, it covers a fairly larger area, and you get the job done a lot faster. If you notice that the quality of the job is turning out pretty good, then stick with the big one. But if you find that it's just going over the area and it's missing a bit in between, and you're not digging as much out because the stuff is so strong in there, you're probably going to want to go over it with the little one, a little scraper, because they're more of a specific scrape. They cover obviously a smaller area, and you're specifically working and able to get more out, just paying more attention to specific areas. So those are really the only differences. If you're doing a good job, use the big one, and if it's not really getting much out, use the small one. They're really handy just to go around, take the moss, take the weeds out around the edge of the court or wherever it's growing, and then if you're keeping on top of your spraying program and you're keeping on top of your sweeping program, then your court's going to be pretty good 90% of the time, and in tip-top shape all year round. These things do require attention. If you don't really work on them much, then they get bad fairly quick. This one's obviously a few years in the making, but it will happen if you don't look after it. And it's more dependent on the situation, where the court is situated, the environment, whether it's surrounded by trees, walls where seepage can run off, obviously banks where water can run onto. So that's all for another video where I'll talk about what causes it. But if you want to get a scraper like this, you can obviously make your own up. Otherwise, check out Stanaway Property on social media and on our website, Stanaway Property or Stanaway Property Maintenance, on Facebook, and you should find us, and we'll have these for sale, and we can get them shipped out to you guys ASAP. Cheers guys.